This is Happy Half Hour, a Peoria Life web show brought to you by Enjoy Peoria.
Hello and welcome to Happy Half Hour. On this week's episode, we learn about all the fun fall activities going on at Wildlife Prairie Park. Later, we hear about the 2018 OSF Women's Lifestyle Show. We'll also fill your free time with some amazing events coming up this week. So let's sit back, relax, and let's have a happy half hour. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Nick Welch at Tannins and Hops, modern day speakeasy, down on State and Water, and this is the Wambach Sour. The original drink was invented around Prohibition. It was created by the same bartender that created this Manhattan. He lived in Chicago. A bartender in New York ripped off his recipe, renamed it the New York Sour. So we decided to rename it the Wambacher Sour in honor of Marty Wambacher, meanwhile back in Peoria. It's been our most popular drink. A lot of it's the presentation, just the fact that one, it's a whiskey cocktail, and two, you get that nice float of red wine. If you get things just in the right proportion, it's gonna taste good. Cheers.
Get some friends together for a fun game of bubble soccer. Yes, bubble soccer with Knockerball Peoria. What is bubble soccer? It's just like regular soccer, except you're inside an inflatable ball that allows you to roll, flip, and bounce into each other. Sounds fun, right? Knockerball also has other rental options, including foot darts and action archery. Do you want to find out more about what's going on in the Peoria area? Well, check us out at enjoypeoria.com.
Welcome back to Happy Half Hour. With temperatures dropping and winter right around the corner, I know we don't like to talk about it. It's kind of taboo right now, but it's happening, people. You think this is kind of the slow season for Wildlife Prairie Park, but it's the exact opposite. This is one of their busiest times of the year. Got a lot of cool stuff coming up. So joining us to talk more about all the fun stuff in the fall and the winter at Wildlife Prairie Park is Eva Kirchbaum. Eva, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So first, let's talk about the big event that's coming up for Halloween, Wildlife Scary Park. It's kind of your big Halloween event. It's one that's perfect for all ages. What can people expect this year?
So we have all of the things that everybody knows and loves about Wildlife Scary Park back again this year. So we'll have our haunted train ride, our giant trick-or-treat trail. We'll have a hay rack ride. The fun zone is very exciting.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, what's the fun zone?
So in the fun zone, we have things like knockerball, inflatables, bouncy houses and things like that. We have a haunted house. We have an interactive light game, so it's kind of like light tag. That's something new that we're bringing this year.
Cool.
And we'll also have laser tag. Super fun back there. And tickets are only $3.
That's like, okay, so that's super affordable for anything.
Yes.
Which is perfect because that's kind of like what your
Exactly.
your target audience.
Yes.
And it's one of the, there's a lot of super scary haunted houses and haunted trails. And this is like something that, it's a good opportunity for kids to enjoy. Why is that important for you guys to have something like that?
So we're such a family-friendly place. Every event that we have is great for kids. And so the nice thing about Scary Park is that there really is something for everybody. Like back in the fun zone, we have a pumpkin chucker, which is super fun for dads,
No, seriously, they love that stuff.
Exactly, and we have that bouncy house and all those other things for kids too. So it's perfect for the whole family to come out and enjoy. And like I said, those tickets are only $3 to get into the fun zone. You do have to take advantage of that online though. That is an online special. So normally they're $5 to get into the fun zone.
Gotcha.
But you get unlimited play in that area the entire night. So the regular tickets to get in are $10. And then you purchase the Fun Zone Pass for $3 online in advance, and then you can just go nuts back there.
That's perfect.
So it's awesome.
Yeah, I love laser light tag.
Oh, it's so fun.
Another event that you guys come in, it's a little bit farther down. Oh, first question. So when is Wildlife Scary Park? When does it start?
It starts Friday.
Okay.
So we are in full spooky mode. We have all the decorations going up. We're out there every day putting up lights and decorations for the public to enjoy. So come on out, support the park, and see what we have going on this year for Scary Park.
So this weekend and next weekend?
Yes, next weekend as well. So the last 2 weekends in October is
perfect.
what we always say. And it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Fridays were 5 to 10, Saturdays were 2 to 10, and Sundays were 2 to 8.
Okay, perfect.
So a little bit earlier.
It
on
gives
Sundays.
you a lot of time to, you know,
Oh, yeah.
everyone always has stuff going on, so it gives you, you know, it's a little bit more flexible.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
people-
And we always tell people, if you have really little kids, like 3 and under, to come early. Come at like 2, no lines. We know how fussy kids can get.
I know.
So no lines, and it's really, it's fun for the whole family.
Perfect.
So
Excellent.
Yeah.
So another event you guys have coming up, well, not coming up, but a little bit down the road, is the Santa's Wildlife Express.
Oh,
It turns,
yes.
the train turns into the Wildlife Express. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Sure. So with Santa's Wildlife Express, you do get a kind of a Polar Express experience. And some kids do dress up and they'll bring their pajamas and, you know, do the Polar Express type of thing. But we have this enchanted train ride through the woods.
Awesome.
So there'll be a bunch of decorations out there. We'll provide blankets because it will be a little bit chilly,
Yeah.
especially with how the weather has been.
Central Illinois, you know.
Oh yeah, who knows? We might have like an 80-degree day. Who knows?
That's true. That's true. So-
But so we have that. We have Santa. We'll have cookie decorating. Our birds of prey will be on display. We'll do Christmas crafts and all sorts of stuff out there. So, yeah.
Well, like what kids don't really understand is this actually takes them to the North Pole, if I'm correct, right? Because like Santa's there, you get on the train, get off the train, you get to talk to Santa and everything.
And it is beautiful. We do all out with the decorations and the lights, and it is just like enchanting. Really, it seriously is. It's great. So if you've never been, it's definitely a must do, especially during Christmas time. And we do that the 7th, 8th, and 9th of December. So it's a little bit earlier. It's not going to interfere with your vacation or family things or anything
Traveling,
like
yeah.
that. Exactly.
Perfect.
So we do it a little bit earlier, and we, you know, cross our fingers and hope that there's no snow.
Well, one thing with these events that you can also do is see the animals, and a lot of people think, oh, well, it's too cold, I don't want to go see the animals. But we've talked about this before. This is like the perfect time to see the
It
animals. Why is
is.
that? Why is it perfect to see the animals right now?
Just like people, the animals don't want to come out when it's 90 degrees. They don't want to hang out in the sun. And so it's really great to have that winter time. They like to come out. They're active. They run around. And a lot of people, you know, they blend in with their surroundings and their enclosures. So a lot of people think that, you know, they're not on display or whatever else, but during the winter time, you can see them plain as day. So it's really great. The only one that blends in is our silver fox, but that's just because he's white and he,
snow
you know, the
and-
snow, he blends right in.
This whole thing of being camouflage and you
Yeah.
know, trying to adapt to the elements and stuff. That's one. I mean, that's part about being a nature preserve. You know, if it's 90 degrees out, animals in their native habitat aren't moving around, and people are like,
Exactly.
oh, there's the animals aren't moving. Well, yeah, it's 90 degrees out.
Well,
so-
they're hiding in the shade just like you want to be.
exactly.
So I always tell people the best time to come is in the fall and the winter because they are just running around and they're playful, and it's awesome to see them like that. So
And usually around this time it's like 50 degrees, and
Exactly.
it's this is like it's a perfect time. Like you're like the kids aren't going to be too cold like
exactly.
in 5 minutes. And,
You know, just bring a hat and some gloves and you'll be fine. And honestly, we have one of the greatest things on display right now. It's Winnie, our baby otter.
Yes.
And so she is out in her yard, and we just put her out a couple of weeks ago, and we're introducing her slowly to Oakley, who's her dad.
Okay.
The male otters do not play any role in raising the young at all. They can actually be kind of aggressive, so we kept them separated. And now Winnie is about 6 or 7 months old.
going?
She is so cute. If you go out there, they mimic each other because we have a fence running down the middle right now, just so they can get used to the smells, but not actually interact. And so they mimic each other up and down this fence,
that's
and they
awesome.
it's so cute. They talk to each other through the fence. It's adorable. So definitely come out and see that. And they're so active right now because this is the time when they thrive, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, it's good that they're getting along.
Oh yeah.
So-
We are very happy because we were a little bit worried worried. We're like, what's going to happen? But everything has been really positive. We haven't seen any negative behavior at all. So the two of them are getting along just great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's kind of switch topics a little bit. One thing that that you guys offer that a lot of people don't know about is lodging, and you just broke ground on some awesome new cabins.
Yes, we did.
Can you talk about them a little bit?
So the cabin project has been a long time coming, and we're very excited about it. We've raised all the funds to build the cabins. We finally broke ground, as you said, and they are going to be so cool. They will back right up to the bison and elk pasture.
Awesome.
So you can go out on your porch and see the bison and elk right there. And so we are so excited. And we are ready. We are just so excited. And the inside is going to be, we'll be able to sleep 10 to 14 people, depending on the layout that you choose. And it's good for multi-families, come out for a staycation and come stay at the park. And it'll just be great when they're done.
Say, it reminds me of Disney's Wilderness Lodge,
Yes,
but here in Central Illinois. So.
Yes, exactly.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome that you guys have that.
Yeah.
So when will people be able to start booking that?
Well, we should have the first cabin done sometime in the beginning of 2019. Okay. And so we should be able to take reservations maybe starting in the spring. We don't have an exact date yet, but we'll
Winter, you don't know how long.
You never know what's going to happen. Yeah. So we have broke ground. We've started to build the cabins, and we're just so excited. They're going to be incredible. The floor plans are like beautiful and modern and luxurious. So we're really excited.
And you guys have renderings on your Facebook page, if I remember. I saw drawings.
Yes.
So if you go to the Wildlife Prairie Park Facebook page and kind of scroll through, you'll see those renderings and see what you can experience if you book one of them.
And we have those renderings in the visitor center as well. So if you come out to the park, just take a walk back into the visitor center, and they're all up there, and you can see the floor plans and the beautiful drawings that we had done. So it's really exciting.
Perfect.
Yes.
Well, is there anything we're missing?
No, just come out to the park.
To Wildlife Scary Park.
Yes,
and
come to
enjoy
the Scary
animals
Park event.
Running around now.
Oh, yeah, they are, like I said, they're super active and really playful. So it really is a great time to come out and just, get out of the house and do some hiking.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And like we said, if you want to learn more about some of the upcoming events or learn about the park or possibly look at, some of the lodging options for you, can always go to the Wildlife Prairie Park website, easy, wildlifeprairiepark.org. Stay tuned. More Happy Half Hours next.
Get out your calendar. We're about to fill your free time. Back for its 33rd year, Wildlife Scary Park returns October 19th through the 21st and 26th through the 28th. Wildlife Scary Park is a kid-friendly Halloween experience offering trick-or-treating, hayrack rides, haunted train rides, animal encounters, and more. Tickets are available at wildlifeprairiepark.org. Join Peoria Playhouse Children's Museum in the Haunted Playhouse Saturday, October 20th. Kids of all ages can enjoy a costume swap, spooky stories, scavenger hunt, and more fun activities. Plus, wear a fantasy costume and receive $1 off museum admission. For more information, visit peoriaplayhouse.org. Monster Jam returns, filling the Peoria Civic Center with adrenaline-charged family entertainment Friday, October 19th and Saturday, October 20th. See your favorite monster trucks like Gravedigger, Max D, El Toro Loco, and many more. Tickets are still available. Visit PeoriaCivicCenter.com for more information. Trivia is alive in the Peoria area. Get a group together of your smartest friends, or maybe just the ones with the most useless knowledge, and check out one of the great trivia nights in the area. Some fun recommendations are MD Sports Bar, or Double A's on Tuesdays, Wednesday at Poor Brothers Tap Room, and Thursday at the Fox Pub. Looking for more fun events? Head on over to our website, enjoypeoria.com, or visit us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at enjoypeoria.
Hey, do you like coupons? Do you like discounts? Do you like saving money? Then check out the 2018-2019 Enjoy Peoria Coupon Book. It is filled with a ton of coupons from area attractions, restaurants, stores, and more. And the book is free. Mind blown. Stop by our office to pick up your book now, or check them out on our website, enjoypeoria.com.
Welcome back to Happy Half Hour. One of the Peoria area's biggest events for women is right around the corner. The OSF Women's Lifestyle Show is an amazing event where women come to shop, learn, and celebrate all that is womanhood. Joining us to talk more about the show is the OSF Manager of Women's Health Strategy, Sally Owens. Sally, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Oh, thanks for having me. I was delighted to be here.
Absolutely. Now, just, bones of the event. How long has the Women's Lifestyle Show been in Peoria? And can you explain the impact it has and how much it can continue to impact women in the area?
Absolutely. It's been around for a long time. It's been around, this is the 27th year. That's a long time.
Congratulations.
I'd love to take full credit, but it's not the case. Joy Miller and a team of other people got together 27 years ago and thought this would be a great event, and they were right. It was a great event. And there were all sorts of celebrities in the past and lots of attention that drew to it. And then about 5 years ago, Joy Miller decided to retire, spend a little more time with her family and her business. I mean, she's a great psychologist, psychoanalyst in the area. And during that time period, we had always been participating as a sponsor, but we thought this is a great opportunity for this to continue. And so we worked with Joy, and we ended up purchasing the show because we had gotten so much response from the community and from the women that had made this a tradition in their family, that we thought, okay, we'll step up and see what we can do with it. And it has been a great adventure for us. We brought a focus on the woman and her impact in healthcare in our community. And when we talk about healthcare, we really put a focus on wellness. A lot of people can talk about health conditions that they have or health conditions that their family have, but so much of that can be helped with a healthier community. And honestly, not to put the men down, we were talking about this earlier. Not to put the men down, but so many of those decisions are made by women, and just we were talking about what's in the refrigerator. So much of that's controlled by the women. They tend to do the shopping, they tend to do the activity planning, and we were laughing about even sometimes meal planning means which drive-through are we going to go through, because our lives are so busy, especially if we've got kids with active schedules. So this year, the Women's Lifestyle Show is focused on food and the power of food. And no matter what the health condition is, there is a food element that can benefit it. And of course, there's a food element that can be proactive to whatever the health condition is. And we're there to talk about that. And so some of the activities we have actually Ashley Simper, who's our expert nutritionist, she put together a kind of a drive-through survival kit. Like, there's no doubt about it. You're running late. You got to be somewhere. You've got to do a drive-through.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
What's the best choice?
Yes. The eat this, not that mentality.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly it. And there's even a game, eat this, not that.
Right.
And you'd be shocked at the impact that you can have on the nutrition you give your body just with some simple choices that actually can be made in the drive-through lane.
And it doesn't necessarily mean, I think, just to bounce off of your point, it doesn't necessarily mean always picking the salad, because I have experience, like when you look up the calorie count, the salad is the most fattening thing on the menu.
Right. Are you kidding? Absolutely. I mean, throw some croutons and some creamy dressing, and you may as well have had the burger.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So there's a video that you paired with Sheer Mazda. The drive video. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
There is. I didn't know you knew about that.
did.
You sneaky little thing.
I know everything.
You did. You did. So, so Jimmy Shear is a sponsor and a huge advocate for our event. We adore that relationship. And he's a very clever man, huge supporter of the Peoria community. And he has done several Driving with Jimmy videos. He's the kind of the most common, you can find it out online or on their Facebook page, is his Drive with Mayor Artists. Which is hysterical. And it's so funny. And he's done another one with some other business leaders. And he actually, and we just did it the other day. So that's why I was like, wow, you're in the know.
Oh, yeah. We got our finger on the pulse in Central Illinois.
You got it. So he did a drive with Jen Hopwood, who is our the Chief Nursing Officer at OSF, St. Francis Medical Center. She is really a sharp lady, and they had some great chemistry, and the drive-by was funny. So it's going to be up on Facebook later this week. So check out our
yes,
OSF
absolutely.
women.
Yeah, we'll get there. She's good. Now, I hear you guys are going to be offering some amazing prizes at the actual show. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
We have some great prizes. As a matter of fact, I had the opportunity. This is one of the actual bags.
Here we go. Ready? Can we?
There it is. La-da.
We'll do our Vanna.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, this is such a great bag. It's a Cole Haan bag, and my little backpack purse fits in it, along with my wallet, my day planner, some notes for your show.
Perfect.
And it's really a great bag. That's going to be there. We have some a Michael Kors bag, a Nine West bag. We have 5 designer handbags that we're giving away. We also have Soderstrom spa package for 4. And what was so funny is we said, oh, this is great. You can pick 3 friends and go to the spa. Does it get any better than that?
Right.
It does, actually. Yeah, it does. If you take the whole thing and do it for yourself.
yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Someone said, oh, that sounds fun, but I'd rather just do it for myself.
I love hanging out with my friends.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Right.
But I would love being by myself.
Yeah, I know. So then you can do all of them.
Right.
So we have that as a prize. We've got some jewelry. We've got some cookware because, of course, our theme is the power of food. And then we have some gift certificates. The other thing, just FYI, we are doing a crock pot cook-off. So if you have your favorite crock pot recipe, actually, Ashley Simper, our nutritionist, did a great pumpkin chili, which was amazing. Check out OSFwomen.org for the recipe. It's phenomenal. But it's a crock pot recipe, and we're getting into the winter months, and there are always so many great crock pot recipes. We're doing a cook-off. So go to osfwomen.org, download the registration, email your favorite crock pot recipe, and you can win $250 in a Kroger, who's one of our sponsors, in a Kroger gift card. They have the click list, and I don't know how many people are you a click lister? Are you a shop?
I'm not, but I'm interested in it.
Ooh,
if
rock on.
it makes grocery shopping easier with a toddler,
It's so easy. It saves your list. So it saves your list. You go in, it's all online or I do it on my phone. Sometimes when I'm supposed to be doing something else, I'm really doing my grocery list.
Yeah.
And you pick the time.
I never do that.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. You get it done. You just click the time that you want to pick it up. You drive up there. People come out. They're so nice. If they can't find what you want or they're out of stock, they usually replace it with something even more lovely.
Right.
And my girlfriends were like, oh my gosh, what about produce? Do you let them pick your produce? They honestly do a better job at picking.
They probably know what they're looking for.
They know what they're looking for. And the same with the meats.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to go pick out the meat, or do you want the butcher who knows the best to pick out the meat?
Yeah.
And so it's a great service. So anyway, another great sponsor. We love them.
Absolutely. You've kind of touched base on a lot of activities that can be expected at the event. Is there anything else that we haven't talked about as far as activities go?
As far as activities go, I want to just mention when it is.
Well, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Gosh, she's jumping ahead on my question.
Oh my gosh.
Is it kid friendly?
It is kid friendly.
It is.
As a matter of fact, kids get in free. If they're under 8 years old, they get in free in the morning all day long. But 12 and under get in free at noon, and that's when we have a ton of activities. We've got Junior League there with Kids in the Kitchen. They're doing some exercises, some hands-on activities for kids with food.
Yeah.
We also have the Girl Scouts. If you know any Girl Scouts that want to knock out their badges, we're having a badge day starting at noon. Anyone accompanying a Girl Scout gets in free all day.
That's great.
Yeah, the Girl Scout and their corresponding adult get in free. You see what we're doing? We're nurturing the next generation of event goers.
Absolutely.
No, but we're helping them with their badge day so they can go around and do activities throughout the show, and that starts after 12 o'clock. So after 12 o'clock, badge day starts, and they can knock their badges out in one day, one place. We love it.
Absolutely. Now, I understand that there's going to be some health experts and screenings available. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got some great health experts, and what we've done in the past is put them up on a stage and they lectured to the group, and we found that was not very well received. People want to engage and talk, and so we have a lounge at the OSF exhibit. We have a lounge just for our experts, and they're not lecturing or teaching. They're just there for you to talk to them. Ask your question. Dr. Sarah Zalek is going to talk about sleep. She's witty, funny. Her famous line is, there are only two things you should be doing in bed, and one of them is sleep. Other than that, everything else should be done elsewhere. But she'll be there. You can talk about sleep. Jana Reed will be there to talk about osteoporosis, a huge issue for most women,
Absolutely.
or a lot of women, especially if you live long enough. Osteoporosis will be an issue. And then we also have Dr. Rayon El-Khattah, who is an amazing source here for our community, and his specialty is OB-GYN, the pelvic floor. This isn't a pretty conversation, but urinary incontinence. Again,
We're women.
We're women.
It's not always pretty.
Because how many times have you been sitting around with your girlfriends and you're like, don't make me laugh?
Right. Yeah.
Or at what point in your life do you stop doing jumping jacks, or you stop jumping on a trampoline? And that's all pelvic floor health. And everybody in the past, our parents' age, would be felt like they had to live with it, and they adjusted their lifestyle so that imposition wasn't there, and that's just not the case. There's exercises you can do. People talk about the Kegel, but you have to do it properly for it to be effective.
Right.
And that's the kind of information we want to get out there, because as young women, you need to be protecting that to have a healthy, active lifestyle. So Dr. El-Khattah will be there. Our pelvic floor therapists, who are there specifically for physical therapy just for the pelvic floor. Who knew that existed?
Right.
We did. So we've got several of them, and they are trained very specifically to help women recover from pregnancy. Our girlfriends that are having 10-pound babies.
Yeah.
I mean, that needs a little physical therapy to recover all of that pelvic floor distress.
Childbirth is this magical experience.
Right.
And it is.
It is, absolutely.
But boy, it takes a while to get back to it afterwards.
It does. And the sooner you do it, the better. And also, there's things you can do on the front end. And we're learning so much that rehab sounds like, the aftermath, what you do on the back end of it. Prehab is just as important, and oftentimes can lead to a much better outcome, not just with your pelvic floor and your birthing and all of that, but also with your surgeries. So our PT group will be there most of the afternoon. We've got someone, Jackie Bowers, who heads our senior world, talking about geriatrics. And as we go into the holiday season, it's so important to help care for and make our relatives and our friends and our community members that are in their senior seasons of life feel important and feel needed, and how to do that and have a great family experience over the holidays.
And that's great. And that's something that I think the Women's Lifestyle Show is going to really help a lot of people, just the education part of it. Now, when, where, what time? Let's really drive it home now.
Okay, mark your calendar.
Yes, get them out.
It's not so far in the future that you're going to forget about it. Okay, so it's the 27th, which is a Saturday. So it's not this Saturday, but it's next Saturday. It's Saturday the 27th.
Okay.
9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. The tickets can be purchased for $8 in advance.
Okay.
Online at osfwomen.org.
And it's at the Peoria Civic Center?
It's at the Peoria Civic Center. You can also pick up your tickets at your Kroger stores. So local Kroger stores sell them for $8. If you miss that opportunity, you buy them for $10 at the door. It's so reasonable. It's a great morning. Or you can go pick up a Girl Scout somewhere, and then you get in for free.
There you go. I mean, I wouldn't advise. Don't just go pick up a Girl
don't go pick up a random Girl Scout.
Well, Sally, thank you so much for joining us. If you want to learn more about the show, more than we've already discussed here, you can head to their website at osfwomen.org. Stay tuned. More Happy Half Hour ahead.
These are the lights and sounds of a city on the rise. Its past, though bright, pales to its future. Passion flows through its people, bringing life, energy, and growth. It's a place where competition and community exist side by side. And everyone can find their place. Fun, greatness, opportunity, and expression have a home here. Peoria is for everyone.
The Yard Peoria is the Midwest's premier indoor training facility. The Yard has over 57,000 square feet of space that you can rent for baseball, softball, football, you name it. The Yard also has batting cages and a full exercise area. Do you want to find out more about what's going on in the Peoria area? Well, check us out at enjoypeoria.com.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of Happy Half Hour. And remember, if you're always looking for a new restaurant or a new store or attraction to check out or a new event or an event coming up this weekend, you can always hit up our website, enjoypeoria.com, or visit us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and Enjoy Peoria. Thank you so much and have a great week.
Have a good day.
PeoriaLife.com.